Hi, fam. Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm Joe.
I'm Dan.
We're back with another reaction. It's a pitch meeting time again here. Which one, Dan?
We're finally on to the Avengers.
We finally made it to one.
Yes.
Excellent. This is actually my favorite one out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed the original Avengers.
Okay.
So, I don't know what problems there are, but let's go see what there are, okay? Cheers to you, fam. Enjoy.
So you have a new superhero script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And it's kind of a sequel to all the movies we've done so far. So there's Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. Oh yeah, Thor's the one where we shot like half his movie in Dutch angles, right? Yeah, what was up with that? Was the tripod broken or something? One of the tripod legs was broken, that's right.
I think we're using the same
so
one.
who else is
wow.
there? Well, in terms of superheroes, there's also Hulk, there's Spider-Man, there's... Nope, not him. What? We can't have Spider-Man in there. Oh, how come? Well, we don't have the rights to the character. Ah, crap,
Gave it
that's
to
right.
Sony,
Yeah,
yeah.
so unfortunately, we're never, ever gonna see Spider-Man in a Marvel Studios
too bad.
movie.
Yeah.
You all right? What's up? You had like a weird eye twitch or something. You have something in your eye? Yes. There was also a bell noise or something. So what happens in the movie? Well, there's a magic box called the Tesseract that's misbehaving, and so S.H.I.E.L.D. is trying to figure out why. And they're trying everything. I mean, they poke it with a stick and stuff. Oh, poking it with a stick doesn't help? Not at all.
That's too
And then
bad.
a
Why would
portal
it?
opens up, and out comes the big scary threat of the movie. Oh, is it a spooky skeleton? No, because that'd be scary. Yeah, but it's not a spooky skeleton. It's actually Loki. Loki from the Tilty Thor movie? I thought that movie ended with him killing himself by jumping into some kind of spatial abyss. Yeah, he's fine now. Oh, that didn't kill him? No,
Nope.
and that's something I'd actually really like to start pushing in Marvel movies, that nobody ever actually dies. That's right.
Oh, come
I
on.
like it. So how does he survive? Oh, we're barely gonna explain it. Works for me. So then Loki uses a scepter to mind control Eric Selvig, the scientist from the Tilty Thor movie, and also Hawkeye. Hawkeye? Oh yeah, he actually ends up being one of the Avengers. What are his superpowers? Oh, he's awesome. He shoots arrows. Very well. Yeah, what else? That's about it. Oh, but sometimes
very
the
super, but
arrows
okay.
explode, and sometimes they have computer viruses. He shoots computer virus arrows? Yeah, sure, I don't know. All right. So
kinda odd.
basically, Loki wants to use the Tesseract to open a portal so his alien army could come through. Where's he get an alien army? When he was floating in space, he met this guy named the Other, who works for this other guy, Thanos. Thanos? Yeah, we're actually gonna have a mid-credit scene where he shows up. Oh, is he like the upcoming villain or something? Exactly. Amazing. In 6 years.
In
What?
6 years.
Anyway, so Nick Fury's like, uh-oh, stuff is crazy. I'm gonna move forward with the Avengers initiative. And what does that mean exactly? It means they're gonna invite Bruce Banner, Tony Stark, and Steve Rogers to come hang out. That's his plan?
Okay.
Yeah, he figures if he could get them all in the same room, that'll kind of fix everything. Huh. Also, Natasha Romanoff from Iron Man 2 is there. Oh, Black Widow's in this. Yeah, so once again, she's gonna be in very tight leather, but this time doing even more action scenes. Oh, I bet that's gonna be uncomfortable for her. Oh yeah, I'd say so. So what else happens? Well, Loki's gonna get captured by the Avengers, but then Thor is gonna show up and try to take him. How does Thor get back to Earth? Didn't he destroy the only way back at the end of his film?
Supposedly.
Yeah, we're barely gonna explain that. Gotcha. Well, I guess it's good that Thor's there now because they can get Jane Foster to help out. Why would they do that? Well, her and Eric Selvig are kind of the authorities on portal science, so if anyone can help out, it's her.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea, but instead of doing that, they're gonna send her off to an island or something. Oh, yeah, she's not even
Why?
in this movie. It's more of a let's solve things with punching kind of movie. Gotcha.
All
So
right,
anyway,
my
Thor
kind of
and
movie.
Iron Man
Yeah.
and Captain America get into a fight over Loki. And so he escapes? No, he just kind of stands around and waits for them to finish up. Oh, doesn't that make them suspicious? That means he clearly wants to get captured. Yeah, but they still bring him onto the helicarrier thing. Huh. So then it turns out that Loki's plan is to turn Bruce Banner into the Hulk. Oh, well, I guess Bruce wouldn't be stupid enough to get on an airplane if there was any danger of him turning. Well, to be fair, S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't tell him he was gonna be on a plane. What? Why? Because it was a fun little surprise. They were like, guess what? This boat's actually a plane. Whoa. That seems
That's supposed to
wildly
be fun?
irresponsible. Oh, yeah. Huh. And then Loki kills this agent Phil Coulson. Oh, but you said people don't actually die. Yeah, no, I was thinking he could come back for like a spin-off TV show or something. I love it. So now that Agent
No.
Coulson
God.
is dead, they have something to avenge, and so they become the Avengers. That's right. The awesome thing about that is that that's the title of the movie. And so then a generic alien army come through the portal, and the Avengers punch them for 30 minutes. Punching is tight.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is like, let's nuke the city. What? They immediately resort to nukes. I don't know. Seems drastic. Oh yeah, so then Tony takes the nuke into space and blows up the mothership, which he knew was there for some reason. Amazing. And so then all the aliens die all at once. Why? Well, the ship blew up. Why does that affect them? Because. Okay. And so
That's not an explanation.
yeah, but the portal is still open, right? Is that going to be hard to close down? No, actually, super
easy.
easy.
Barely an
an
inconvenience.
What do you mean? Yeah, well, when Eric Selvig was like totally brainwashed, he built in a failsafe, so they just have to poke it with Loki's scepter. How did he manage to do that if he was totally brainwashed? Oh, we're not going to explain that. Huh. So what do you think?
wasn't
Well, it
brainwashed.
sounds really cool. Yeah, but I think that this many superheroes is kind of crazy. Yeah, I guess, kind of. So in future Marvel movies, let's maybe not go so nuts on the characters. Absolutely, we'll tone it down a notch.
And they definitely
Good
did.
God, 40 characters?
It's ridiculous, right? That's a lot of salaries to pay, man.
You're right, that's a lot of money.
And that explains why movies like that had ridiculous budgets.
Yeah?
Because you had to pay salaries to all of these characters.
Say, if you're paying half of Hollywood to be in your movie, it's going to cost you some change.
Right. And there was no one-size-fits-all pay wage to pay people. They all negotiated their own contracts, too.
Right?
Which is ridiculous when you stuff... Yeah,
Probably why you had to kill off Robert Downey Jr., but...
right. Things we're getting wrong as a working class in society. We should all be negotiating our own contracts with these companies.
Yes, we should. But, people are brainwashed not to do it, so...
Exactly. It's too bad we couldn't figure out a fail-safe either. It's like somebody brainwashed in the Avengers could figure it out, but in real life, nope.
Yep.
We got nothing for you.
Yeah, what's up with that? Like, how come he puts his failsafe in there if he's supposed to be brainwashed and working for the enemy?
Unclear. We'll never figure out why.
Okay.
You're right, but hey, there's always cases like where there's something inside of you that's trying to fight back, and that could have been what it was. At this point, it's your interpretation.
Sort of like the Doctor in Flash Gordon, who just kind of found his way to get through the Imperial conditioning.
Wait, Flash Gordon?
Yeah.
When I hear Imperial conditioning, I think Doom.
Oh, it's the same kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I guess so. But I was really upset about Coulson because I actually liked his character. I thought he was a good one.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
Yeah.
And then they ended up killing him off and bringing him back to the other show, which honestly I never did watch.
I didn't watch it either, and that's too bad for him because I thought he had a lot more to offer. And I felt like if you kept him around, then when you got around to the Infinity Wars and Endgame, then you could have been fighting with those floating ships on your side.
Well, even then, I think having Coulson make it that long, and then him dying and during Infinity War or something, would have had a lot of meaning too. Whereas in here, it just kind of felt thrown in for no reason.
Died trying to protect the gauntlet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it only makes Loki look more like a murderer and a bad guy. And then you come to actually be on his side, and it's like, does everybody forget that he murdered Coulson?
Right, I mean, this guy's done nothing but cause trouble for several films now.
Yeah.
But we're just going to ignore it and welcome him back. Like, really?
Exactly. I know he's doing things so that he doesn't get killed by another evil being, but he made that bargain. That's on him.
Yeah,
So,
it's his choice.
yeah. Should have died with honor, but he didn't.
Also like the point, too, that they're introducing Thanos like 6 years before he becomes relevant to the story.
Which is why they had time to actually change the way he looked.
Yeah, and there's definitely an improvement, I'll say that.
I thought so. Now, for me, I figured you could have kept Thanos, his storyline, out of it for even longer. Because you could have gone into all kinds of characters and kept the Marvel train going for a long time with the current characters that we had. I mean, if they really wanted to milk it for what it was worth, I feel like that's the direction I would have gone.
Maybe, but I think after a while, too, fans will be asking, where is this going? You gotta have some kind of actual end game somewhere.
Which you did.
Which you did.
Yeah.
And then it kept going, and sure enough, people didn't care for it, so...
I think they were just sad that it had an end game. Problem is, all good things do come to an end.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to be happy with the things you get there. And I think with like the movie lineup that we had leading into Endgame, I think you were just fine with that. Save a couple here and there, but still.
I mean, this franchise has been going on for a really long time. You're pushing out several movies a year in some cases. Like, it's gonna get stale.
I know. It's still old school Avengers here. My favorite one of those Avengers I saw in theaters, and I had no idea that there was going to be a big battle at the end, but I was really happy there was because it's like, wow, you gave us a huge payoff,
I say, if you get that many characters together, there better be some fighting.
Yes.
And there was. It's the great thing about the Avengers films is you do get big action sequences.
Absolutely. On to the next movies there, guys.
Yep.
Whichever they be. But as always, if you're brand new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, hitting all the bells, taking a look at us on all those things up there, and like and subscribe again. But until next time, this is Cocktail Flicks. I'm Joe.
I'm Dan.
And we'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers to you, fam. Cheers to you, Dan.
Cheers to you, Joe.
Later, guys.